Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares. Welcome back to the ABCs of Horror Challenge. Now, this was created by Rob's Nightmares, and this is where we pick a horror movie associated with a certain letter of the alphabet, watch it, and do a review. Very simple. Now, this time we're going to be talking about the letter U, and for that, I picked the Untold Story. First and foremost, I wanted to say a thank you to DJ boy Danny for sending me this. Um, he sent me a whole bunch of movies, and he's just an awesome dude. Um, so let me do a review for this one. The Untold Story is a 1993 film which runs approximately 95 minutes and is directed by Herman Yao and Danny Lee. Now, this stars Anthony Wong as Wong Chi Hong, Danny Lee as Officer Lee, and Emily Kwan as Bo. Now, this is based on a true case that happened in Macau. All right, I'm going to go into a little bit of a short synopsis. I don't want to say too much about this because I don't want to give away exactly what this is all about. And then I'll give my thoughts on it. So, the Untold Story starts out in 1978 in Hong Kong, where this guy, Wong Chi Hong, he actually burnt some guy to death and murdered him. And then they fast forward to 1986, if I'm not mistaken, in Macau. And there is a restaurant that this guy who killed this other guy in 1978, he apparently owns this restaurant. And I mean, it does okay, but it's one of those things where after hours they play mahjong and he always wants to win and he ends up cheating some of the guys he's there with. So one of the guys he just hires actually witnesses him cheating and not really threatens to use it against him, but even mentioning it pisses off the guy who owns the restaurant. So he proceeds to kill him and kind of strip the meat off and use it inside of these pork buns that they serve in order to get rid of the evidence. And as it goes along, people keep disappearing and they're starting to look at this guy, um, Wong Chi Hong, as maybe a potential suspect because what they've been told is that this guy won the restaurant gambling on mahjong. He owed him like $180,000. So what this guy told him was he by paying him he just gave him the restaurant. And he's trying to make that stick. He's trying to make it official and going to see a lawyer and everything, but he can't, unfortunately, gain ownership of the restaurant until he produces the guy who owns the restaurant. So, and that's kind of hard. Um, yeah, but that's later on in the story. So I'm watching this and I'm thinking, of course, this is extreme horror because this is the same guy who directed Ebola Syndrome, and it actually stars the same guy as well, Anthony Wong. And I'm thinking this is going to be extreme horror, and I'm like, this really isn't that extreme. I mean, granted, I've seen a lot of things, and I guess stripping the meat off of a person and serving it to customers is kind of extreme. But if you've seen Ebola Syndrome, you'll know that it doesn't even come close. Then all of a sudden, towards the very end of the film, when the untold story is actually being told, it is quite extreme and disturbing. So I like the way they set up the entire film. This is a I really like this film. I'm not really sure what it says about me, but I think it was done extremely well. If this is the true story, it completely has me interested in the backs, any of the other parts that they left out, if they did. And yeah, this is a great film, along with Ebola Syndrome. I mean, they're both great films. You have them both being extreme horror films, and I think they were taken off of Section 3 of the Asian. Um, they're put on some kind of a list, kind of like the Video Nasties. But they're also very different, even though they're both extreme. I really enjoyed this film. I thought it wasn't sure if it was something I was going to like, but I really enjoyed it. A special thank you again to Danny, DJ Boy, for sending this to me. I I thought it was great. Um, Check it out, but just warning you, towards the end of the film, it does get a bit extreme. So you're warned. um, don't forget to check out what Joe, the Horror Man, and Rob's Nightmares picked for the letter U. And remember, guys, physical media matters. And until next time, peace.